Okay, guys, we're on. Yep. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Today, I'm back from the weekend and ready to play, ready to continue playing. And here we've got this our beloved mod pack, GTNH or Greg Tech New Horizons, Garden of Grind edition. And last time we stopped playing this game, last time we logged in, we tried to work on. Let me remember what we tried to do because it's been a while. It's actually really strange whenever you, if you're playing daily, you know what you're doing, but once you stop for a few days or something, it might be hard to catch up on what's going on. But I think I had a resolution of sorts where I decided to get on. I decided that most of what I have is not pretty effective in this little farm right here because I'm not going to disable mob griefing, which means that this mob farm is really susceptible to any kinds of mob devastation. So it means I can't really use it at the moment because I'm going to need probably going to need to destroy a couple more thousands of skeletons in order to get myself a. No, I was thinking about diamond spikes, but apparently the recipe for that is pretty tough. You need diamond plates, which I can't get until I get to LV. What does it mean? It means that we resort ourselves to golden spikes. This kind of thing. It's doable, totally doable. We just need to farm for one block of gold. So in order to do that, we should actually kill more skeletons. That's probably the only way. Also, we dabbled a bit in pet trading, but that's only gonna give us so much, you know. We need spikes to get this going, and without spikes, I don't think there's much to do, because I also wanted to expand this crop farm. Yes, this crop farm here. That's what I wanted to do. To get some ore berries going. But that might take some time as well. So today, I'm not gonna be doing a long stream, about an hour and a half or 2 hours at maximum, I think. But we'll try to sort these things out today as much as we can, and hopefully have our 10 loot bags, treasure bags, which we can try to probably go into cheese a bit there by. Oh, Larvae, hello, hi. I'm good, thank you. It's been a nice few days of rest from everything game related, but now I'm back, sort of back in this work week, ready to conquer the GOG, you know. And how are you doing? Is everything okay? Oh, okay. Man, and I've it's not like I believe, yeah, we're going for personal here, and I also Not like I tried to adjusting some kittens or whatever, but these last few days, it's like we had a few celebrations. It's like a birthday party and then something something, and for the last 3 days, I ate so much that I haven't eaten in like a month, I think. And now, even now, I for some reason I can't get out of this. What's that called? A rut, or I don't know, like a binge. It's when you like when you eat a lot and you can't stop intaking so much, you know. And it's sort of a rut. Yeah. So and I'm trying to get out of it, and well, I think I will get out of it. But if I won't, I'll probably just gonna balloon myself up. Yeah. So yeah, but actually, I'm not complaining because usually eating a lot in any society is kind of it's a good feature, right? It's not that I'm poor or anything, but still, there's healthiness in everything, and what I'm doing now, I can't say that it's healthy. So I'm playing with a bit of a heavy mind and heart and everything else coming from that, and it's sort of tough on my thinking as well because you have to process so much physically and mentally, you know. Also wanted to game related wanted to continue working on my crops, but found pretty quickly it's like I effed around and found out that that I need a lot of crop sticks, which in turn need a lot of tools to cut them from logs, and those are saws. And the most available and the most, I guess, profitable for me at the moment. I mean, the material is probably gold, but I'm running low on that as well. So I might just stop with the spending, and because I got 2 of it, not more. I know that gold is a lot better than. I mean, I know that iron is a lot better than gold because it can hold a lot more. Thumb nugget duplication, maybe. Yeah, I heard that this game allows you to. I mean, the Garden of Grind, it sort of somehow naturally leads you to thumb instruments because of the. I mean, not tool. I mean, tools and pickaxes and stuff, but it's like it's a tradable thing, you know. And once you trade it, I don't think you can anyhow turn for example, a thumb pickaxe into an ingot, or can you? Oh yeah, actually I think you can. Like for example, thaumium shot. Oh, it's thaumium. Cantisol, hello. Hi man. I'm glad to see you. How are you doing today? Oh, shouldn't have killed it, pig. I don't think I can. Salt is insane for that. Oh, maybe salt, yes. I researched salt. If you're talking about the crystals of salt like this, in this form, in the form of a Bartworks mod, and yeah, you can use it in many different applications. But I'm not quite sure as to how you can actually get it, because it's flawless salt, something something. Via Pam's. There's this block of salt, and I know that you get it through killing bat quest to kill bats. You're gonna need to kill 250 bats, which is probably not so hard because they spawn constantly in a farm. Oh yeah, Contosol's fine. Oh well, you can't hear me anyway. Should I type? Or I'm not gonna bother. And but there's this fire bat thing, which is from Nether, and I can't quite get there yet. Salt from Pam's. I'm trying to see a way of doing that. As to the other person that said they're in mute, I think that's a bot. Harry Carter 99. Sorry, I believe you're a bot because I've read this message like a. Yeah, edible salt. But is that the same thing as the salt that you can build tools with? Because you see, those recipes aren't. You can't shift them. They're only like that. Yeah, he's a robot forever. He can't do anything about it, or she. I don't know. It. Yeah, since it's a robot. So we need a crystal of salt. Oh. Edible salt. Let's see. You can do a bunch of Pam's recipes with that. Mostly food. Yeah. I've encountered this before, but I'm trying to look for a way to get anything out of it. Ah, right. You mean the aspects? Yeah, that one okay, I can see that going, but for duplication you're gonna need at least a cauldron, right? Yeah, and a research as well. But it's yeah. Cauldron. I could probably get a cauldron, and I could already get. I used to have a wand. Do you remember that? I just don't know where the wand is. I remember the patch that I killed dropped a wand. I'm trying to look for it. Because wand is going to be required to turn a cauldron into a crucible, right? Oh, here it is. I got an iron-capped wooden wand, and it doesn't matter that I've got this one or the other one. It doesn't really matter. Any will work, I think. But how do you go there? Okay, cauldron's gonna cost me about. It's gonna cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 iron ingots, which I don't have at the moment at all. So back to farming skeletons, I think. Ari Carter. Yeah, I know. I'm at work for it. At least try to. Well, the skeletons is the easier way to start things off. Yeah, Larva, you can translate everything this guy wants to say to me. Or you can just tell him to F off, because this is clearly a bot. I had problems with confusing real people with bots before. I don't remember who, maybe even Contisol. Sorry, I don't remember. There was this guy that said hi to me in a very peculiar way, and I thought he was a bot. But it turned out that I made a mistake, and I started this charade of telling this bot that, like, you're a bot, I know, because you're saying such set phrases that I've already heard like thousands of times. And over time, this guy was like, "No, I'm not a bot. Sorry, I sound this way or something." and then we got along, and just he stayed tuned in for the night, and everything was great. So you can apparently sometimes mix things up and confuse bots with the real people. 42.5. What is that? Even if this guy is not a bot, he's got a pretty he's got like a very scripted way of coming into chat, by saying that he doesn't have his headphones on, so can I please reply? I think this replying to this guy is probably, it does something to them, like adds something to the statistics of their work or something else. I mean, the bots. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna cut down this tree and go fight the skeletons. Also, we must. Yeah, I remember. 2 days ago, when was during my last run, during my last gameplay stream, I was also thinking about completing quest book. I mean, going a bit further than where I am now, and there stood this huge problem, which was cobblestone. Because I'm going to need a stack of cobblestone, which I can get easily, since I have got 2 spheres right here. Well, they're a bit overlap, because if you remember correctly, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it properly, and it was pretty hard for me to get it. Lava gen percent. Oh, lava is not really possible here at the moment. I know that you're gonna require what, simmering combs, which is farmers, which I don't really want to deal with farmers. Even though there are many runners that already played GOG to a decent level, they all say that sooner or later I'll have to dive into farmers. But at the moment, I don't want to deal with them. I want to postpone or delay that as much as possible, dealing with the farmers. But I've got a cookie, so I could probably do some duplication until I get a cocoa. What do you get cocoa from? Is it like one of the crop sticks thing? Yeah, cocoa seeds. You get it from brown mushroom, which I have. I could just go with 2 mushrooms and probably get this done. I'll probably start doing villagers once I have cocoa beans. This probably be the most, like, the easiest way. Yeah, I've seen there are. Oh, you were saying it's a quest reward. Interesting. Cocoa beans or the cocoa seeds, which is really important. And you combine it with a with a sapling thing, right? And it gets you a cocoa tree. Is that true? I'm trying to look for it. I can only see a cocoa parachute. Just right-click cocoa beans and jungle wood, and you can farm them. By farming them, you mean I grow a jungle tree and press right-click on a jungle tree with cocoa beans, and cocoa beans would grow on that tree. What do you mean? Jungle wood log specifically. Oh. Just a log. And this little appendix is gonna grow out of it, and you're just gonna collect it, and it's gonna give you more cocoa beans, right? Okay. Okay. I'll memorize it. I'll try to remember that once I get to this. You said Moron Guide to Fecund Farms or something. I remember this quest. It's from I think it's from Fishing, Farming, and Cooking right here. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. You can't get to that quest, and you can't complete that quest without getting the quest of important tools, which is what? Which is Stone Age up to here. You see? All through everything. Through the bronze. Well, bronze is probably, it's just getting iron, and getting iron is just upgrade 2.0. This is the one which requires it to have 256 cobblestone. And well, for that I'm gonna need a bunch of more drowning creepers to be dead. So, as I said earlier, 2 days ago, I think, when I finished last run, I'll probably have to go through a lot of quests in order to make my game more comfortable. But there's so many roadblocks. I mean, the grindy roadblocks, like getting to 156 cobblestone plus 46 on top of it, and you give it all for nothing. You know, you complete a quest, but you basically just give it all just to unlock some other quests. And I hope this one is just. Oh yeah. Then then you have to get 72 iron ingots, which is even worse. So villagers are pretty far locked ahead. And as far as I understand, you don't even have to create a village per se, because you could just probably duplicate all your villagers, I would say homeless villagers, with cookies. And you're gonna create a pool of villagers this way. Is it correct? I mean, getting a village is only important if you really want to breed them between each other without any external means like cookies. I think I have the right train of thought here, because why do I need to make this place a village if I breed them different way? If I breed them a different way, like through cookies, I can collect like 100 or 200 villagers. Every one of them are going to be of different kind. Sooner or later, I think I'll collect every one of them. They're gonna be dropping emeralds. I'll be collecting them. I just need a huge room for them. Yeah, that's it, and nothing else. And you're saying a jungle tree, jungle sapling. How do I get a jungle sapling? Ah, there's a vanilla sapling recipe which I can actually complete it now. I have the coins collected. So yeah, those are the roadblocks. The main one, the biggest one. Oh, and one more is when you go back to the quest. Fecund Farms, morons and stuff. You need to collect 2 seeds, 2 sugar canes, 2 carrots, and 2 potatoes. I've got everything but sugar canes, which I was aiming at, or which I was aiming to do last stream, but for some reason, of course, the RNGesus turned his head away from me, and I wasn't able to breed out this exact thing, which is why I was looking toward Thaumcraft, because it's got a recipe for Swede, which drops canes. But for that, I'm gonna need to do some mild research. And for the research, I need to have a table. Okay, so there are a lot of things to cover, but at least now, I like that now in this game I don't have this locked in position where I only need to get like a golden apple and a potion or whatever. Now I have like a bunch of ways to branch out my progression from. And this is what I'm doing. At least I'm thinking about those ways. Of course, there's only much I can do now. For example, I've been cutting this tree for like 10 minutes, thinking about possible ways of progressing from now on. And still, nothing changed. Just before I climbed the tree, I said I was gonna kill skeletons. I intend to do so. How am I with the food levels? You mean this little carrot thing? I'm pretty mid on protein, and other things I'm starving for. I'm just eating what I can, and then dying if something goes wrong. People might ask, why am I cutting the tree with my fists? It's because, well, I don't exactly know what happens when they go to 0. All I know is that if you hold them close to 90 or something %, maybe 95 even, I know that your character becomes a lot more stronger, I think, durable. Something about buffiness. Maybe there's like less damage that you take. I don't know, because in my last playthrough I was like wondering, okay, they added this nutrition thing, but for some reason all my nutrition stayed at 50%, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I mean, I'm constantly recharging my food by healing axe, and later on I read just about I think a couple of weeks ago I read that this nutrition thing, it actually always stays on 50% if you're using healing axe, but if you're eating like legit food, it's gonna get you higher than that, and you can have some buff from it, from higher levels. But about lower levels, I don't really know much. So maybe somebody else can, I mean, explain all the situation to you about the low levels and high levels of aspects of nutrition. Okay, now at least today we cut this tree. It's a bit of a progress here. Cobblestone. What if there's a way of making it in a crucible with gravel, and gravel with I bet thaum is gonna save my ass in this run, because there are so many transmutation recipes that turn one thing into the other. I might just find a holy grail recipe or something that'll that'll skip me some quests. Or for example, I remember that neodymium farm, which you just duplicated, or the tantalum, I think it's called, when you use the little nuggets and you turned one into three. That was the legit thing that I did during my previous run, because I was so pissed off at Space Race with its constant requirements of fuel, so I had to go back and forth to get all my auto-mined neodymium, whatever that is, the magnetic metal. So I've got so many of these guys. Actually, look, 2 cows chilling, 5 sheep, 3 cows even. So what do I do with these cows? How do I turn them into cobblestone? Is there a recipe in Thaumcraft that does it? Well, not that I researched Thaumcraft or anything. I don't even have the crucible yet, and I won't have it in the near future because my resources are pretty low. Back to this wonderful sound of skeletons dying. All I need is 1 gold block. I killed an undying skeleton, and he dropped 2 treasure bags and a stone sword. So I'm not going to be opening treasure bags now, because I want to do a bit of a tricky thing with safe loading. Dan Rob's Probs, the name is extremely familiar to me. Are you some kind of like a YouTube star or something? Can that be possible? Hello, by the way. Thank you for welcoming me to the grind of to the Garden of Grind. The name is really familiar. Guys, am I speaking to a very famous person right now? Why is it so silent all of a sudden? Even the skeletons stopped spawning. That's actually, I know why it's happening. Oh, actually, I forgot to change the name again of my stream. It's episode 12, I think, already. I forget to change the name of this of the broadcast, which is pretty stupid of me, but whatever. Oh, I might just you know, do a random thing, but I want to ask: are you the? Oh, probably not. Are you the guy that recorded the run on YouTube under the Garden of Grind channel name? No, because I remember I was watching somebody play GOG, and their nickname was different, and this nickname then Rob's Props. It was like on one of the gravestones there, and I was thinking like, why do you have a different nickname? Which is actually also true for me. I also have a different nickname. So man, first of all, I really want to say thank you for all the uploads you did, that they helped me immensely. Well, you can see that I don't really follow them because I have my own thing going, but still, either way, I'm actually sometimes looking up your streams, your YouTube videos, and well, you did a lot for the community. Thank you on behalf of everybody, I guess, that you was heroic enough to dive into this madness and not only, I guess, win it by all means necessary, you also distorted it for yourself in many ways, and got ahead and just did the whole thing, and that's crazy. Thank you again. Yeah, I don't think I have any questions. I'm just playing. There are other... Yes, yeah. So you guys are crazy. I'm just playing the game, you know, doing my thing. And sometimes other guys, there are also plenty of people here that also did this run. Sometimes they will come by and help me with something. There are many pieces of advice that they gave me, and I use those sometimes. But I can't really ask a question like, what do I need to do? I know what I need to do. Like, there's more about like mechanics of the game that actually is pretty interesting to me. Because, for example, just a few days ago, I did not even know that you have to use diamond spikes in order to get all the rare loot from mobs. Like, I would have probably somehow got the wooden ones, and it would stayed on them forever without even knowing that I have a better alternative, you know? So, that kind of thing is really messing with my head a bit, but you can't know that in the beginning. If I eat the small red heart, it's a miniature red heart, and it's a crafting item. Yeah, as far as I know, you have to, in order to collect XP, if that's what you're talking about, you have to build at least golden tier of those spikes, and the diamond one if you want it all. So a miniature red heart, it can be eaten to restore 10 hearts, or you can use it in a craft in this little green table to get yourself a red heart canister, which you sometimes get from other different things. And this guy, you can use it to you use it somewhere in your inventory, I think. Look, this diamond armor section right here, and you've got the 3 slots for those kind of canisters. There's the little one, the middle one, and the huge one. This is as far as I can tell you. Yeah, I thought as much, yes, about duping the nuggets. There's this situation. I don't even have like enough of iron ingots in order to build my first cauldron. I got a wand from a patch, which is pretty awesome. Actually, Dan, can you imagine? I rolled this world. I just created it, yes, and I didn't even think about having any magical biomes nearby or anything. And it was actually next to my chunk where I spawned that I had like a magic biome with patches to spawn. Like, it's super crazy. And guys that watched me play this game, they saw me getting lucky with the villager and something else, and they were like, and there was this like little inkling that I might have cheated on my run, like unbeknownst to all of you. And I said like, no guys, I was like totally trying to shake this off myself. Like I didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden I'm starting to build this wooden platform. Just right, like I think this is the white one. Yes, this is the platform. And I started building it, and I see like I hear a strange sound of somebody like going like or something. And I'm like, what the hell is this sound? And I'm looking at this little hunched goblin or whatever wearing his like barrel backpack or whatever they got. and I realized that this guy is actually a patch. And I'm like, guys, and I'm looking at the corner of my screen, seeing like I think I don't even remember the name of the biome I have there. It's probably, I don't remember. I need to look it up. So, and it says that biome, and I was like, wow, I really got it without even trying to get it. Because usually I think other people might go for hundreds of different, in different directions, they probably go for hundreds of blocks. So they're just like building these crazy lines or bridges to other biomes just to encompass as many territories possible to sort of get this chunk in their disposal, at their disposal. Yeah, maybe for some reason there are a lot more common than we think, but I do not believe in that. I can prevent patches from spawning. First of all, why would I do that? There's only one per chunk, I think, or something. There's like a 16 block radius, as far as I know, about patches. So you can never spawn two of them in the same spot. Oh, how do I do that? Probably giving them an item if they don't have one. That's one thing I know, and the other one is a name tag, which is a no-no thing for me. Can't really get that. Fishing's gonna take me tens of hours to get one name tag. So here's this farm that I built that's not working at the moment because I don't have any spikes. So it's just kinda on idle right now. And this is the patch, well, it's not really the next block to the one I spawned. It's like 1, 2, 3, 3. It's the third one. It's the third one where the patches spawn. So I built this little, if you know what I'm talking about, this little block of cells, and sometimes patches spawn right inside one of these boxes, and I just trade with them there. And sometimes they despawn for some reason. And actually, I'll be interested to hear how you can make them, how you can block them from despawning, because I've been having that problem ever since I got them. Like you open a trade and you go back and forth to do something like free up your inventory, and then all of a sudden you don't have them anymore. So you need to just throw random junk at them until they stop picking it up. Oh, really? And how long is that gonna take? As far as I know, they can receive up to 10 stacks of something, like any items, right? Junk. Is that true? No. Minus X of each. Well, math isn't mathing in my head. What is X and how do I... X minus 1. No. Guys, how do I tell Dan that I'm not a math guy? Then you might think I'm the wrong person to start playing this run. Minus X1. My head split just now. I need some time to reassemble it. Oh, that's cakewalk. Like I can have a bunch of items to just to clog them like a toilet. It's pretty easy. Yeah. Now so this way you block them from despawning. Okay, so and how many types of items do I need to feed this guy? Well, that might be a stupid question. I could just find this out myself by constantly shoving items. Gold armor, music discs. Well, not that I have any music discs, and I don't want to start any disco here with skeletons and creepers, because usually that ends up in dance floor being totally wrecked. Stop using gold. You mean the gold coins? That's what I've been using last stream. Yeah, for sure. I really needed gold to start off my farm, because I thought I could rush to get cane from this little enterprise, but it failed, and well, a bunch of other things that I had to do for the quests, I guess. Yeah, cane. I know there's a way through Thaumcraft by getting Swede. Use pots and pumpkins. To get what? Pots and pumpkins. Is this some kind of code for potatoes? Oh, potatoes and pumpkins. I searched for cane, and it told me that the best option would be potatoes. Yeah, 2 potatoes fed into each other like here, and you get the... Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I tried to do it with potatoes. Cocoa is huge, yeah, and Larvae, the other, or what? Yes, I think it's Larvae who told me that I can get cocoa through a quest, but in order to complete that quest, I need cane, and apparently more than 4 stacks of cobblestone. You know, the first 2 quests. Through the leather armor quest. Wow, that's some other thing that I didn't know about. I believe that leather armor quest is probably going to be in a without dying quest tab. I'm going to need a cow tipper quest done, and I think that can be done because I have a bunch of cows spawned on my platform. Larvae, did you see that? He just one-upped us. I mean, thank you a lot, but we weren't even thinking about... Damn pro, yeah. Run the hashtag everywhere around the world. Twitter's gonna... We're gonna conquer Twitter with this one. Wow. I might as well, put my hands like that, and the game's just gonna run itself. Yeah. Gold spikes are of course good, but I spent all my gold on file, saw, and hammer. Destroyed, yeah, totally. I mean, it's like you can say I'm done instead of I'm done. It's like when somebody did something really interesting, and you're like, yeah, need jungle logs. I can get jungle logs, no problem, because I've got this thing. See? If you know what I'm talking about, huh? I'm not that pro, but there's something I know about the game. There's something I was concerned enough about, so I just did that. No problem. So first of all, let me tip some cows in order to receive a cow tipper. And I think I need 10 of those. Cow tipper. Where's this quest anyway? Oh. No. Oh, actually, it's again 6 cows, but first of all, I have to go for Tinker Time, which is a lot of wood. I've got the paper. Paper bark, yeah, maybe. Yeah, Gog Rocks, yes, for sure. I was a bit disappointed last stream. You could probably see me disappointed. I mean, I got all the streams recorded on my YouTube anyway. So the thing is, now I have some kind of like surge of strength or whatever, but still there are so many things to do, and I can see it being done. It's not like hard locked or anything. Were you like watching me from afar or something? Because it's the first time you're like in chat, I think. No. Did you get any of those, Dan? Did you get any of those little alarming sounds, like somebody entered your zone, some other adventurer, while you're like somewhere on a far asteroid, you know? No. I mean, it's like a joke. You've been playing this GOG for so many times, and you're like such a master of this game, and then you're like, I think you're have this feeling that, like this exciting feeling that somebody else just joined the run, you know, and somebody else just tries to achieve the same thing you did. So you probably have like a little alarm or something when that happens, you know. It's like a sensor. Yeah. Probably the sensor somehow caught me or whatever, and you finally here descended from the sky. Was I like worthy enough to to invoke you? Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for actually hopping by. It's like well, it's crazy experience. I did not know that my me going online is gonna cause a lot of traction in this way. Okay, so let me go kill some more skeletons. I was trying to also place this treasure somewhere. Yeah, I almost got 2 gold spikes. I just need some gold, which I probably can get from these treasures. And a golden block. You mean mine is not really good, or any at that point? I know my setup isn't the best one, and I constantly get kicked around because of that. Yes, I didn't know if you see it. I don't know if you saw it. I mean, I've got the farm. It's done. It's only 1 layer, but I believe it's all I need, because I've seen how many mobs stream from there, fall from there. So it's all good. I got the water going, which I can probably get rid of. Oh my god. What is this? Why are these slimes having the sound of a creeper? There with gunpowder. Yeah. So I've got this thing going. It's totally working. I just have some torches right now to avoid the disaster. And I only need spikes, and I don't know if 2 spikes are gonna be enough. Probably gonna need 4 because of this layout, because it has a hole of 2x2, so I need 4 spikes. But I can only get 2 gold spikes, and only if I'm lucky enough on the. Yeah, scared. Guys that were in my last stream, they remember when I I turned it on, and I stood here. These all the mobs, they sort of. I also created a little bit of a platform here, just to avoid them falling and scattering all around my base. And for some reason, the guys started to collect on this platform like in tens, you know. And after some time, it's like when your belly can't hold gas anymore or whatever. Sorry for the bad metaphor, but it's like it blew up for some reason. Like one guy said something to the other guy, and this. You know what happens there in those little prison cells of mob farms. So the whole yeah, maybe the witches. I don't know. about the mechanics of the game, but the thing is that I did it like 2 or 3 times, and every time I experienced the same kind of explosion, and it destroyed the whole thing. And they started to walk out of here like there's some kind of Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, some kind of portal or something, you know? And I couldn't stop it from there. They blew up my chest. Oh, well, this one. Yeah, somebody said something about somebody's mom. Yeah. It's like maybe a slime said to somebody like, your mom is so big that when you you know, do this to her, she duplicates or something. Well, you know, she duplicates infinitely, yeah. But the thing is that farm didn't work because I didn't have any. What about wooden spikes? Then, if you're familiar with the wooden spikes recipe, not that I want to say that you're not, because I recently learned this myself. You have this wood plank thing, which to my understanding is something I can't get at the moment. Right? Or am I tripping? Because I don't see a recipe. At least if there isn't a recipe. If there's a recipe, well, there's this holy planks of Sungur, I think. Compressor, yeah, which is at least steam level. So, no, it's good. You can't hold everything in your head. It's close to possible. I mean, in your case, but maybe not everything. And we're here doing these, like clicking on this little icon for like 10 times per stream, and we all know what wooden spike is, but we don't know many other things. Yeah, I'll get my proper farm going as soon as I get at least 2 gold spikes. I believe those should be enough. Probably should be enough. Of course, 4 is ideal, but I can get 4. One guy told me, maybe it's one of you guys, but I don't remember. He said that I should disable mob griefing, yes. This way I could probably kill all those mobs without... yeah, I could do that. I could. But there's a better way which I also unlocked. I think I almost unlocked that. Which is... those are fire blasts. Well, I'll think about it, because ideally, again, in a perfect situation, I wouldn't, like, there'll be no mobs to explode, you know? Everybody just gonna be falling down, like, on those spikes, and they're gonna be dead, right? Because why wouldn't they be dead? I'm aware of the teleporting guy, this little idiot that teleports everybody around. As far as I know, I think I made all the precautions. Whatever. I mean, I placed a few skeleton skulls, and as far as I know, he is not gonna spawn anywhere. He's not gonna, I mean, not spawn, teleport anywhere if there are these guys. But what's the radius? I'm not quite sure. Is it about 16 blocks in each direction? Or, because then I will probably have to work on it. For some more. So, I think I should start by getting those cows to like each other. Because I'm gonna need like 6 of them by the time I... Precarious, hi. Nice to see you, man. Look who's on my stream. Maybe you know the guy. That's crazy. Sorry if I'm Dan. Sorry if I'm outing you like that, but I'm just really proud that you're here for some reason. When the spikes kill the mobs, the game thinks it's a player. When you kill mobs, sometimes they blow up. Oh, it's the knife situation, right? So if you don't kill mobs by a proper means, sometimes they start to act up, especially the friendly mobs that I know of. But about the unfriendly, I mean the guy that the teleporting creeper usually doesn't explode if you kill it, right? No? Yeah. Well, fall damage is really inconsistent, I would say. Because some guys that are tougher than the others, they still have about 20 HP left, which still leaves me for at least a few blows on for them, you know. I have to click at least a few times in order to finish them, which makes this farm again very inconsistent. Oh, it's bows. Well, of course, your experience is a lot greater than mine, so I'm listening. It's just that there's so many different ideas that, and I'm like standing here in the middle of all this, basically just talking and running around because, yeah. But again, patch. And what do I do with the patch? Yes, I can trade with them. Yes, I can make it not despawn. It's proper useful. Okay, but yeah, it gives me a few cinnabar clusters. What am I gonna do with them? Yes, I do. Yeah. That's my furnace right here. Stocked up with rainforest oak because I got this thing going. And so you see I collected a bunch of native clusters from one of my pet trades. But to me, it's... Yeah, I know this, but it's not enough. I mean, I got the silver, which I'm probably going to use for solar boilers later on. It's my idea that it should be like that, right? Silver for boilers and nothing else. This I should collect. I can trade silver. Do you think it worth it? I think it's not worth it trading silver because I'm really thinking about... yes, even though I lost the beginner cookie, which you get for a few beginner quests, I got the cookie from other quests, so I got one. I could probably start villagers, but again, actually the thing we've been talking about, is it actually important to have a proper village set up, like with doors and stuff? Or you can just go with cocoa beans, infinite amount of cookies and infinite amount of duplications with just villagers. And so you won't have to build a village, but you will have the village, like a village, you know, like many villagers. So you don't have to have like proper door setup, you know. Yes, they're extremely expensive with all the screws and other bits that you have to use tools for. So I know it, yes, and that's why I'm asking whether I should really need any doors and any proper breeding of villagers, because I think it has to be done through cookies. Yeah. Maybe it was you, Precarious, who told me that I gotta start villagers sooner or later. I don't remember. And I don't want to start villagers the way you tell me to, like by building doors and stuff, because I don't want to mess with that. I have other iron sinks right now at the moment. For example, I'm aiming at the cauldron crucible thing. This amount. About, what, 9 stacks? I trade 1 gold coin per one, I mean, I trade with gold coins, so, if that's nice, if that's okay. Because I don't have any other... Get cookie arrows, and then put them in a dispenser, right? Is this the thing that I'm doing now, right? And I want a villager called a merchant. Okay, what does he do? What does he sell? He buys anything with gold coins. Oh, let me process that. He buys anything with gold coins. I'm just kind of a bit confused here. So I can sell him anything and he's gonna give me gold coins for that, right? Yes, sorry, I think it's an English problem here for me. I'm just learning. Oh, so I buy that with gold coins. For the cookie hour, I believe it's not true. I've already researched that. Some people told me. Guys told me that you... okay, so, you just have to, have a dispenser, I think it's called, or maybe not a dispenser, but the other face having block. I've got 2 of those, dispenser and dropper. I think the dispenser is the one that shoots an arrow, and then you have to have like a redstone torch. True? Not true? To activate that, and you shoot an arrow at the guy through a dispenser. And Dan, how frivolous were you about doing backups and save scumming? Head height. Okay, thank you. Because I believe in order to get a merchant from this single cookie I got, I'll have to do a bit of a cheating, if you can call it this way. Again, I'm not really a fan of that because it just takes a lot of time to save and load the backups. I'm not. I mean, I did a few. I did a few to get myself a villager that sells saplings, because that could take alone like tens of hours, and I just didn't want to hang my viewers so much. But yeah. Okay. I think I had like 3 or 4 reloads in total, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, there was one reload when I made this farm, when I destroyed the farm and everything started to look very ugly. I had to just go back in time to fix things. So again, maybe I'll start with the villagers, not now, but when I get the proper ways of getting cookies, you know? It's just dough. And dough is flour, salt. Mm-hmm. Let's just store the cookie for now. Tuck it away. For some reason my cows did not do the fun thing. Is this because this one is stuck? Oh yeah, it's not common. I also realized that sometimes you don't really need to do any backup shenanigans. You can just cheat in the sort of desired item if you don't get the needed income, or just, for example, you need a proper villager from your from healing the zombie villager, and if you don't get the proper villager, you just kill the one that was your zombie villager, and like do the process through eggs, through villager eggs. If you don't get the needed villager, you just destroy the one, kill the one that was from the egg, and just get the other egg, and that this way you don't have to spend time and your SSD capacity to record the backups or whatever. No clogging up the main menu screen. So, kind of handy, I think. Yeah, I understand that. A lot of people told me that it's useless. I mean, if you cheat in an item, but again, doing a backup is effectively the same. You know, it's the same, but wasting more time. I mean, yeah, if you could start thinking this way, you can just go like and build a Stargate, because other than having a Stargate is actually a waste of time. So why not just build a Stargate out of your NEI config? Yes, out of these. We call it red wrenching something. It's actually a term here on the stream. You can just red wrench Stargate and call it done. So I get that. So I usually don't do it, but for example, there were moments in my game, my previous run, which was just a classic run of GTNH, where I would sometimes lose an item through or because of some kind of bug or something. Like one time I dragged my armor out of my like put it up, sort of like taking it away from my character, and while it was in the air while I held my left click, it sort of disappeared, and I could never understand where it went. And it was like a quantum armor or something, and I spent like hours upon crafting it. Yeah, totally. And so I had to cheat back my quantum armor because, man, I'm not gonna do another one. So, because for me, it's proper incorrect when you lose something because of like a bug. This is how I use cheats, like in terms of getting the item. Yeah, bug. And this with the this thing with the villagers with the eggs, I didn't use it, but I thought about it. But I used backups instead. But then I realized, like, oh, how stupid I am! I could have just thrown some eggs. You know, it's a lot easier and does the same thing for you, because effectively you're gonna go through 20 backups to get the villager you want. So why not just throw like 20 eggs and do the same thing in like 1 minute instead of spending an hour? I think Precarious, I think we talked about it. Maybe you even told me this way with the eggs. So again, I'm all for a rewarding gameplay that requires you to do a lot of grinding. So in no way I'm going to cancel that for me by doing some cheats, because that's something I do not do. I even play on hard difficulty, if that says you anything. I guess it doesn't, because everybody plays on hard. Yes, sure. But at the moment I'm just running around, because almost about 90% of my brain capacity is now I would say booked by me speaking. So once I shut up, I can actually do something. But while we're talking, I gather information and talk my way through in this game. You play normal. It's fine, Larvae. It's okay. There's this notion though about Greg Tech New Horizons players. They all say that you can play however you want, that it's your game. But then they say something else, yeah? That justifies and sort of, I would say, I don't know how to say that. That does something that, like, stands them out from the other players. Like, you can do any cheats you want, it's your gameplay, that's how it goes. But I, like, play on hardcore on GOG. And that's it. And like sitting there like, okay, did you just limit me from doing whatever I wanted by saying that little part of sentence at the end? Like, what the hell did you just do? That's how I think this kind of crazy. Like, yeah, you can cheat all you want, but the real boys don't cheat. That's the kind of talk we all have. I think everybody did that, especially on Discord. Yeah, sure, cheat in the healing axe if you don't feel comfortable about your hunger. Yeah, cancel the pollution if you want, really, but I don't do it. Yeah, and this little but I actually, it's stirring up with our brains so much. I mean, it's so crazy. Yeah. And again, this is some kind of a ladder, you know, of difficulty, and it never stops. First time playing no pollution. I played with pollution, and I remember myself blowing my first steam machine or something due to mixing up with pipes and stuff. Maybe the first LV machine. I don't remember which one blows up actually. And I remember that my entire world was green with polluted skies and whatever, and I was like walking hunched over, and this damage was ticking me, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And only then I realized that one explosion, at the time it gave you about 1 million or 2 million the units of radiation. I forget the name, Gibbs, whatever the hell that is. Rage quit maintenance this run. What does it mean? Yeah, Godspeed to all of us, and you, Dan, Rob's probs as well. I don't know if you're still continuing doing your Steam run, what is it? Steam something run, and I hope that your videos are successful, and yeah, be safe, man. Yeah, goodbye. Thank you for visiting us. That's crazy. Pollution, yeah, it's sort of like, it serves no purpose. Yeah, well, you have to build machines to save your crops at some point to reduce pollution. The worst thing, and I'm talking to those that played up until UHV and higher. Yeah, you can do that, yes. But the worst thing that can happen to you, yeah, long base is fine, it's good. I played up until UMV, but even before that, I started to dabble in a bit of bee breeding. And there I stumbled upon a machine called, it's a huge multi-block, if you know, you know, called like an industrial apiary. And then it appears to me, it appeared to me that if you build this machine in a very polluted area, all the dirt blocks that you put there, which are like layers upon layers of dirt blocks that you have there in a very non-symmetrical form, shape or whatever, it's just a bunch of like 2 stacks or a stack of dirt that's there. And somewhere there are bronze blocks or something else. And so the thing is that when you're in a polluted area with all this, one of those little blocks that in this whole pile of dirt blocks can become a sand. And when it does, just one thing, good luck finding it amongst all of those little dirt blocks that you got. Good luck finding this one that wrecked the machine, because once you get one sand instead of dirt, you basically, the machine stops checking. Yeah. So, I learned about pollution in every stage of the game, and the best idea that I had was just to have this air filter cleanser, whatever that is, electric air filter T3. Have it always running, like it always ran, and it cleaned enough space for me. around the area where I had bees and stuff, so again, I don't disable pollution, I'm fine with it. Well, I didn't have that problem. I would never overbuild my chunks. It's like I always build in a wide way instead of like a, well, what do they call it? Build tall and build wide. So I built wide. Once I decided to build like a huge skyscraper of all levels of flatline. You know, every floor was at like a flatline level, so it had like 5 floors. And once I built it, I decided to run this thing, and my FPS and TPS dropped by an amount of by half, I think. So and then later I realized it wasn't so much about the multi-block stacking on top of each other, but mostly about me not knowing that P2P existed with all the in combination with pumps. So I had to use what is it? Import and export buses on liquids and items. And I know that those tick pretty fast, and every tick that they do it causes a chunk to lag pretty damn big. Scrubbing or proc even with the air filters. One tier 3 air filter was enough for everything that I had. For some reason, it was enough. And my air proc was a far away enterprise. Didn't even think about it. Yeah, but I believe what needs to be done is there should be a more centralized way of processing ores in earlier tiers, because essentially you solve this equation by building a ore proc factory or processing factory, yeah, which can do everything. Well, there are types of different recipes you can run. And you mostly need 4 of those for the end of the game, until the end of the game, as far as I know. There are like 4 different ways of... Well, the thing is that before that, you sort of use your own set of machines, multi-blocks, and you have to set them up with GT card. Or it wasn't a GT card, it was like... what's that? Or dictionary card. And these are dictionary cards, for some reason I couldn't get them to work. I think I was stupid. Generally stupid, not knowing what to do. Is OPF Optifine or whatever you call this thing? I always called Optifine for some reason. Or maybe it is Optifine. Sometimes I read things incorrectly. Or proc. Yeah, yes. Right. Yes, I'm all for QFT. That's a really good machine. Even though I thought it was going to be faster, because when I built it, it wasn't quite as fast, and the fact that you have to first craft the catalyzers or whatever that is, because this one with Radox Catalyst, I think it's called. There are many of them, but the last ones, the one with Shirobon, right? This was crazy. I built a few of them just to get this biocells going. I remember that pain in the ass. Shirobon my ass. It's the worst thing ever. And I've never been beyond building I didn't even build a Eye of Harmony, so I can't imagine what's in there. I believe everything goes 100x in terms of what you get and what you want, what you need. But it's all the same, starting from a UMV, I think, or UAV even. It's when your items start to count in millions and your liquids go. Um, it's when your liquids only matter if they are like one plus 1 G or something, or at least like 100 T, which is a lot. Cows start appearing. Yeah, one thing they didn't figure out is how to make like basically how to shorten the amount of cows you need to build. They still didn't figure it out even in 2.8, as far as I know. You still have to build a lot of cows in order to get your circuits up to speed. But again, I know the reason why they don't do it. I think I was almost sufficient in that, because I had about 4 of every tier of circuits I needed, and then I realized that, oh right, the last tiers of circuits, which is the optical ones, right? Where is it actually? UV maybe, yes, this is the orange one, yeah. So you only need the first ones to be done in this circuit assembly line, and then you go up the tiers with just the assembly line process, and they can be well, this one can be done in an advanced assembly line, which is pretty much infinitely scalable as far as I know. And then you build up to the optical mainframe and onwards with the God tier circuits. Yes, you do, but they're pretty. Once you build like UMV or UIV wireless hatches into them, it sort of stops. Like the problem's not there. I mean, you can just what you can do is you can just passive those little circuits, you know, and once it's not. There isn't a situation where you would have to craft those circuits, the last tier circuits, for 10 hours of like without stopping. No, sometimes you do some other things because you'll still be limited by the amount of power you have. So when it's on hold, you can keep crafting those little circuits. You know, those UHV circuits, the orange ones. And I had like a level maintainer or something, set to 100,000 UHV circuits, and once it was done, I was like, okay, now I have this in stock, and I could do I'm not gonna lie, but I could do like I think 1,000 or something UHV circuits out of those, maybe a bit less. But the thing is that I always had that in stock, and the quantum circuits you don't need a lot of them. Like you do, but actually this is the last circuit, so you can just. Yeah. Most people have at least 256 cals. Well, yeah, I've always sort of knew about this myself, that I went easy on scaling, you know. I never did like 3 or 4, for example. Fusion reactors always went with 1 until I had to build a compact. And then later on, once I was rich enough, I had to build like each compact for each plasma. That thing I did. Oh, I don't know a lot. Well, actually, since we're talking about Carrick's, 82. Yeah, I also watched the guy. Awesome guy. Where'd he go? I mean, as far as I know, he had some problems with his hard drive, and then he came back after a few months or something, and he recorded a video on coming back, and he was running around his same world. I think he lost some progression, but over time he said that he was gonna do something and like keep playing, but then that was his last video, and it's been about 3 months. The guy's a legend. And I think he might as well start a new run if he comes back, because there's so many new things that you can try. and we all hope that he will come back. Yeah, and I sort of started watching his videos when I started playing GOG. Yeah. I've been dreaming about creating my own Let's Play series since I watched Carrick's, because I saw him do it and I thought, like, I could do that too. It's not that difficult, it's not that hard. But then, now that I do it, sort of, there's so much to learn. Yeah. I don't know why people made fun of him. Not that I don't think I ever heard anybody make fun of him. I remember there was this guy, I don't know who he is. Under one of his seasons, there was a guy that wrote a single comment, maybe even more than a single comment, under almost every one of his videos. And this guy always said some shit that I thought was crazy, like, wow, you can actually do it? And he was very laconic in his information, but he always delivered some kind of info that Carrick's used in later episodes, I think. So this guy was also legend. I don't remember the nickname, sorry, but... Yeah, well, I played like that. Well, you guys treat him like he's some kind of lab rat or something, trying to find a way through the labyrinth or something. But actually, the guy played however he wanted, and sure, all of us that think that we need scaling, blah blah blah. No, you don't. You can play with one steam turbine if that's okay. I mean, nobody's gonna tell you not to do it. People can laugh at you, but they're miserable because they built like 16 of those turbines and it took them like a lot more hours than yeah, sort of. For example, I'm not ashamed of doing some things incorrectly, not at all. I might be ashamed of many things in my life, like how do I look and how do I sound or something like that. But when it comes to gaming, I don't care if I die every 3 seconds or something. What? Do you see it? I killed something and it gave me 2 golden apple. What? What did I kill? Where was that before? I guess I'm gonna save those things for later, just to smelt them into gold as a trophy. Maybe I should leave it, but that was crazy. I just got 2 golden apples out of nothing. What chance is that? Looting, you're saying? Oh, no, I don't have any looting anywhere. Just dropped 2 golden apples. Yeah, super weird. Those might have been the loot bags, but I put them in a chest 5 minutes ago, so I didn't open them. I killed something and it killed me, and it just dropped 2 golden apples. I'll maybe watch a replay later on and see what happened, because I was talking and it just happened. Maybe I killed some fancy inferno or something. No, I think before 2.6, I think it's 5 where he got the gate. .6 was out when he already stopped playing. And once he came back, no, he was playing, and then he updated to 2.6 while he played the third run. It was where he built the house, like a tree house or something. I don't get the idea, but still. He just wanted to do a fancy thing. Well, Carix, if you listen to us, if you hear us, or somehow peek through some of those little, I don't even know how to call it. Yeah, we actually miss you, man. Come back. IRL is tough for whatever is happening, but the Greg Tech is waiting. There are a new generation of gamers that don't know who you are, and you gotta show them. Because Greg Tech apparently it's blowing up everywhere, I think. We already have over 50,000 Discord members, right? 56 I last checked. It's crazy. I mean, with that speed, we legit have a chance to have like 100,000. I get maybe by the next year, by the end of next year. Well, I don't know what with what kind of speed it grows, but I mean it's crazy, and we need our heroes back, the ones that can actually go and finish another gate. His Let's Plays are very chill, you know. And I've always wondered, I knew he made cuts. Sometimes he would say, oh, well, let me go ahead and grab that, mine that iron or something. And then we'll be back. And nobody knows how much time passes when he goes like this. And I would like to know how many more episodes he could have if he didn't cut any of his, mundane tasks. Because, for example, I'm recording the whole gameplay, and as you can see, some of those streams are actually not even, like this one today, I didn't do a lot, because we were talking to Dan, and yeah, just longer videos, right? So, I think I should also cut this chit-chatting, but at the same time, it wasn't just chit-chatting, we also tried to get some information on what to do, you know, and it's sort of like also useful to talk to people and to learn where to go and what to do. And I think that's part of the gameplay, so for all those who would want to watch my 5-hour-long videos of GOG, you guys are crazy, know that. In a good way, of course. So we already got 6 bags. Maybe I should go and do a bit of a backup scumming thing. Just to get my gold. Well, again, let me think. Gold spike. Shouldn't have used gold for the tools. I just did that. Okay, so what you're going to need for a sword, I mean the gold ingots, 6 for the spike itself and 2 more, so it's 12 plus block, 12 gold. I think it's almost totally doable with enough of bags to get the gold. I'm glad that I'm dropping a lot of swords from these mobs. There was one very OP sword that had like 5 enchantments with Unbreaking 5 along them. Or among them. No, they never escaped. For some reason, these graves, they're a bit higher than the block itself, so they sort of stand on top of them and they can't get out because it's not their height quite yet. Yeah, it's enough pixels there. Smite 5, I'm killing them with one blow. Yeah. And sometimes when it has vengeance, I kill myself with one blow. So I guess I'll get a few more bags and we'll try to roll for the gold black. But I'm afraid I won't have enough of gold ingots to build the spikes. But again, Precarious, I have a question. Do you think 2 spikes is enough for a farm that I have? Mob farm that's there. I mean, because it has like a layout of 4. Your farm had a single spike, would you? And as far as I know, you build spikes in 2, like 2 spikes. You get 2 spikes from Minecraft. Where'd you get the second spike? Oh, okay. Where'd you lose the second one, the second spike? Maybe on some other farm or something? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. But again, if you don't really know what you're doing, they're still gonna explode over some bullshit, as they usually do. I mean, the mobs. So do you just block the? Do you just make the 2x2 shoot into a 1x1 by just building 3 blocks and leaving one open, right? Or is there like some totally other layout, like the one that I did not do? Because I have this usual one with 4. I had a secondary water pusher. Oh, whatever that is. Okay. I think I'll just block the rest of it. I can also go with 1 or with 2. 2 is also enough. I just have to think about how to do it correctly. I think I'm actually pretty close to proper mob farm. Oh, spawned an ultra one. I think those guys. This one just dropped a diamond on my ass. The ultra one. The trick was draconic placing everything I could to avoid what? To avoid the teleports from the concussion creepers. Yeah, it does. But what's the purpose? The main purpose of that? Yeah, but I mean, I haven't. Even Dan told me to do everything like that, like you're telling me now, and I don't mean to argue or anything. It's just that I'm interested in how can mobs blow up. If you're saying that a like damage instance from gold spike is considered to be a player damage instance that comes from the player, there are a handful of creepers that can blow up upon being killed, but none of them do any kind of terrible block damage as far as I know, because I used to have those, and I still have them in those cells that I built from dirt, which is no blast resistance at all. And I've never had a situation where I would kill a mob, and it would blow up so hard that it was gonna kill, like destroy blocks around it. I would always like almost have that only if I was not careful enough, and the creeper somehow would, expand and kill itself. Oh, who cares about the baby creepers and getting line inside of me if I'm having a spike, right? Are they still gonna see me anyhow? If I'm having a spike and just minding my business somewhere else? Or should I be staying close to the farm in order for the mobs to actually fall? That's the interesting question I have. Sure, yeah, it's up until I get the grid, this thing that collects XP for me in the form of under the seer tank, which I'm not gonna have in about next 5 episodes. It requires a lot of XP and a lot of yeah, I get what you're saying. So I would need to be there. Yeah, I think I might go for slabs or something. This way, maybe the baby creepers will be somehow blind, as in not seeing me. Whatever, man. So today we're having some kind of a casino down in our little Las Vegas, which is what I call opening a few treasure bags. Are we up for casino, guys? Well, what we need is I said 12 gold ingots, right? Let me count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because each gold screw is 1 ingot, as far as I know, if it goes down the recipe like this. And I think I don't have a... No, I got it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I need 12 ingots. I need 9 gold ingots and a gold block from however many treasure bags I have. Those are going to be 9. I got 9 treasure bags. Treasure bag sounds too much like trash bag. I don't know why, but 30 FPS main storage. Where'd you quit your run? What tier? I believe if you're talking about 30 FPS, it's drawers, right? Hundreds of drawers. Late IV, and you didn't have the... And you didn't have this immune system? Applied energistics? Yes, no? Why would the main storage of some kind be a problem to you if you could just go with storing everything like in the cloud, just not 128 super chests? What does it mean? I know the super chests, yes. Well, when I played my run, having high FPS was my main priority because my PC back then was a lot worse than this one. This one's a bit better, but the last one had like specs of a PC that like 10 years old or something. I used to have like a GTX 960 NVIDIA, you know, and a processor of like i5 5600 or something. So it was pretty shitty, and I promised myself that I would never build such a huge base that would just tank my FPS, so I played very conservatively. Oh, yeah. Very cool. The base breaks. Why would it break? Fluids are still on conduits. Ah, so you're saying that you could have updated your game to become a lot better in terms of FPS, but your base breaks every time you do it, right? So you stayed back on this. So you sort of stayed on that previous update that had your FPS be tanked, right? Up to 30, down to 30 near storage. Yeah, and yeah, I get it. Yes, it's like when you went this high, and you don't want to do such mundane tasks. Like I'm already like LUV or something starting fusion, and now I have to go and manually do this kind of shit thing. Yes, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do it, and you drop the game. I totally get it. I once almost dropped the game when I had to move my base from my overworld to the personal dim. That was really hard to move because I made it so that I had an ME system fixed up and done in my personal dim, but I still had drawers in my overworld, so I had to transfer everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think I should start with the treasures now. So you were saying something can be bricked, right? Yeah, there's something about nether air, I think, that you can centrifuge things out of. I'm not there yet, and the update... Actually, the update was supposed to be today. Well, it's the 31st of August today, and where I am. But for some reason, it's only beta 3 something. So it's gonna last... It's gonna go at least one more week, right? Before we get the big rollout. Oh, so you're... right. What the one I started is already has this hodgepodge thingy. So it has all the dims, but they're just void ones. Like the void version of them. But the ones you played at is before that, so you might have some problems with transferring to the newer version, right? Interesting. How would one fix that if there was a way of doing it? Yeah, I doubt it too. I think it's doable if you know what you're doing, but you gotta know what you're doing. You could probably, well, I know it's super stupid, but you could probably create a new world and somehow try to, well, I guess it's impossible to, you know, sort of using cheats and stuff, try to transfer everything that you had. Or at least, you know, somehow copy and paste your overworld. Yeah, just your base, you know, copy and paste it. Because as far as I understand, you only have structures on your overworld, right? Overworld. Mostly, since you're playing no Rocket Run, you should not have any other bases on some other planets or something. It's doable, yeah, but you just have to do it. Okay, so I just want to save and quit for now. Press single player and delete these two saves because they're useless. They're just gonna clog up the space that I'm going to need anyway. Come back to the saves, see if everything's fine with what I just did. So I'm back, and now I'm going to press right click 9 times to get what I need, and if I don't get it, I'll just reload. First of all, I have to load a backup through a command. Backup start. Okay, it's 9:32 and where I am, just so we know what we're doing. Gold block and 9 gold ingots. Let's go. I don't even know what I'm getting. Is there a chance of not getting anything from a treasure bag? This is most certainly a reload. Got 5 emeralds though. Nah. It's not gonna work like that. Okay, backups. The last one, restore with global data. And I never know which one I should press now. This one, I think? No, the other one. Which one? So this one doesn't have any backups on itself. So we're going to branch out by creating a new backup. Start. Yep, we just did that, and it's gonna. This world's gonna have 1 backup, and in case we fail again, we're gonna use that. And we should rename the original world just in case we want to go back to this before all the shenanigans happened. Diamond. Splash potion of weakness. Actually, I can get myself a new villager by that, just in case I want it. Do we want that? Because I have a gapple already, even 2. But again, I think villagers is not the priority here now. Meh. Casino. So we're here, and our backups. Wait. It's really it's strange. It says there are no backups here in this world. Oh yeah, it's this world. So restore glow. I didn't know that if you back up your world, you're making like a new save file sort of, and if you go into that save file, I've always thought that this save file is not gonna have any backups on it of its own, because it's like a branching out. But apparently it stores all the backups, so I can just go this way. I don't know for what reason I thought this wasn't true. And which one do I? This one maybe? These names, man, they're crazy. No, this one. This one is the other one that I should delete. Okay, let's go with this. No. I hate that thing. Well, we're back into our original world. I want to rename it while we're here. Garden of Grind, original. If that makes any sense. The previous 2, I might just delete them. Does this one have any backups, just in case? Yeah, it has all the backups I need, so these ones I delete. right? I'll leave them for now, just in case. Okay. Let's open them again. You mean my hopping back and forth between saves? Efficiency 1. Boo, nothing. And I forgot to shoot. Well, can I just Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to delete all the drops that I just had and cheat in my bags, like in exact quantity I had them. Was that like 4 and 5? I'll do it like 5 common treasure and 4 rare treasure, just to be fair with it, because I don't remember the exact quantity. But since I did not do a backup, I'm just gonna pretend that I did by doing just that. I think let the people think they're things if they want to call me a cheater or something, but it's basically, it's the same thing, because I'm going to delete all the items from here. Okay, how do I do it? Do I just control this thing? No, I think I should put it here. Deleting all the arrows, everything. Gold coins as well. Enchanted book, potion of decay, mundane ring, emerald, potion of fire resistors. As far as I know, slime ball was the one I picked up there, and other things. Redstone maybe too. Well, those I have them anywhere, anyway, in a lot of quality. Trash can. Yeah, trash can can be good, but now I'm going to be using the cheat anyway. So trash. Yeah, this one. I use it from time to time. It's just that I'm going to be in this red wrench mode anyway, so just figured I could use that. But yeah, that using a trash can could be a lot more. Could be a lot faster, I think, with just Control click or Shift click or whatever that is. You can just click on an item and just sends the whole stack to the other inventory. Where are they? Treasure. Dan, don't judge me and others, but this is what needs to be done. I am going to cheat in the exactly 5 common treasure, even though those might be the 4 ones. I don't remember. One bag was 5 and the other one was 4. I'm cheating in 5 of that and 4 of the other one, just to be fair about it, not to. And so basically I'm back to my save, the same results. Just I'm having less hunger, which is actually pretty tough now. I don't know why wouldn't I do it, because it gives me the same result. And I'm not gonna stop reiterating that. Back with our hunger. Now we just have to make sure that whatever drops is like after the slime ball. Or maybe I don't choose slime ball, but I choose something else that can't be dropped from those bags, so that it doesn't mix up with the original items I had. Yeah, Precarious, we've already talked about this kind of mantra you're doing. Remind me, did you play GOG on hardcore? Because if not, ay. That's how they say in my language. Because if not, then it's Okay, so we're back to our 9 treasure bags. Just opening them like nothing happened, because I ultra hardcore. Okay. Ultra hardcore, it means that what, if you die IRL you can continue, or what? what's ultra hardcore? Ultra hardcore, it's if you die here, you die IRL. No health regen. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Or maybe if you die, you delete Minecraft forever. Oh no, message gets sent to a To all the Discord channel, GTNH, yeah, Discord channel with your nudes or something, you know. Just some kind of like overall embarrassing thing that happens to you. That's the ultra hardcore. If you die, then that happens. I mean, not specifically what I told, but any other thing. What else can be embarrassing in terms of like really, really damaging to your stance in this GTNH world? Yeah, death is really bad, especially in GOG, since you need to die. Browser history. Yeah. And in this browser history, you would think there would be some kind of like explicit materials, you know, the ones that we like to sometimes browse, but nah. The browser history is gonna contain you googling mob farm layout, some other trivial things that every GTNH player knows, like how to use energy, like maybe I don't know. How to use GT pipes, right? Some kind of thing that would actually out you like you're you're a noob or something. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Alright, I'm opening these bags, and I'm not gonna do a backup now because apparently it's a lot slower. Okay. So the last item I had was a gold trowel, so leave it at that. If there's anything after it, I'm just deleting that. Mind you, I'm deleting everything if I don't get what I want. Yeah. Okay. Getting new bags. So this is 4 of that. And 5 of that. We're back. Let's roll some more. Is this even possible? Because maybe I got this block from... Oh my god, what did I do? Maybe I got this diamond block from, like... From a, the red treasure. Infernal drop, which is what? No, I think I got it from a treasure bag. I remember specifically that I opened it and it was like, wow, a diamond block. And I remember putting it on the floor there. To have to go back to where I got it and see where I get it from, because I can get the footage. It's no problem. It's just gonna spend some minutes doing that. But the problem is that we don't have any kind of list to get to see the common treasure drops or whatever. Oh, yeah, here's the list. Okay, I can see everything. Well, yeah, there can be no block in a common treasure. But don't you be so sure that wait. Uncommon treasure. Let me search that. Uncommon treasure? Well, I think... Well, Precarious, apparently you're right. Apparently you're very, very right. Because even the uncommon treasure doesn't drop any kind of blocks. Okay, then. We also have like a rare treasure, which I don't have at the moment, but let's just do our research here. Yeah. No. Well, Precarious, you were right. I think I dropped it from an infernal mob, right? So, we've got Blood Moon coming, but that's no problem to us. So, well, we still have our treasure. Let's just try to get at least 9 gold out of it. We still have that kind of task. 2. Splash Potion of Weakness. 4. Bunch of bullshit. 6. Maybe I should not do it. We're gonna drop some more, right? While we're waiting for this infernal drops, because apparently we'll have to be killing a lot more infernals to get the blocks we need, so there's no cheating that. So let's just go and try to kill some more. Oh, we still have some time. Oh, we don't have much time. Should probably go soon. Well, so there's no cheesing that thing, even though I didn't even cheese anything. I tried to, but the game says no. Got the splash potion of weakness, which I can use on something, and it dropped a few times already. So and a potion of swiftness, which I'm going to drink now to get me some bottles. So what do we do? Do we kill infernals? It's pretty much the only thing I can do now. I got some swords, so no problem. What infernals? It's those with the particles, but anyone? Any infernal or the ultra ones or the red ones? Okay, there's a skeleton. I think we can go to a diamond sword. And it can give us a recipe of every mob. Like, not a recipe, but infernal drops. Yeah, the one is called Inferno. And it has... what does it say? Look, it has like elite drops, which is... Elite is just a yellow infernal, right? And it says it has a 5% chance and then 100% in brackets. What the hell is this in brackets? Was it? It means that it's gonna drop any of those items with a 100% chance, and one, and a total chance to get one is 5. No. Total chance to get 21%, and total chance to get one always infernal. Whatever that is. So whenever I kill an infernal, something out of that elite infernal is gonna drop something from this pool. If I have an ultra infernal, it's gonna drop something from this pool, and probably also a chance to drop something from the previous pool. And for some reason, if I ever get an inferno drop, or at least an inferno creature, which I think I had like 3 or 4 of them throughout the entire game, it can drop me a block of gold with a total chance to get 0.0048. No gold spikes for me. What are you laughing at? I was so sure I was gonna get it just by flipping a few bags. Just to see that it's not true. Sure as hell am I gonna be sad and disappointed. I'm in my mode like I was last time I stopped streaming. I mean, not stopped, but stopped the stream. I had the same kind of thing. Like, I was very, active and speaking, talking, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden I learned some truth about this game, and I'm like, ah. And then my, what's it called? Composure went to shit. Essence berries. I wish I could, but I don't even have the resources to craft crop sticks. For that I need iron, and for iron I need an iron farm. And for iron farm I need mobs, and for mobs I need spikes, and for spikes I need mobs. And for mobs I need spikes. Yeah, but we don't have cookies just yet. Just one cookie. How do we get villagers without cookies? I don't wanna build a village from doors because I don't have iron. You know that. No doors, nothing. I know there's a doorless village. Well, it's not a village, it's just you multiply them with cookies until forever. Okay, let me just turn on real smart guy mode and go ahead and just type gold block and press right click. Oh no, I should press left click. 2 gold slabs from 3 gold blocks. Useless. Piece of shit. Compressor, which is steam age, which is... If only I had bronze. Which requires... what? Some tin, some patch trading, I guess. But then again, you would need a steam engine, which is what? I mean, not the engine, but the coal boiler, which needs bricks, which I don't have, and some iron furnace, which is even worse than a cauldron. I think patch is the play here. Yes, even if it doesn't give me all I want, it's still ongoing trades. Just trades. Sooner or later I'll get the amount of iron I need for at least some of the farm to start working, you know, some of the crop sticks. Patch is the play probably, yes. Patch, where are you, man? I'm coming. I've always known about you. I've never forgotten about you. I know you've been hiding in this little cell of yours. Where are you, man? Yes, the... what do they call them? Ore clusters. I do have the means to smelt that. It's furnace. And you get 2 ores. You get 2 ingots per one thing, you know? I already have some clusters that I don't want to smelt. 2 native tin cluster, which means 4 tin, some cinnabar, some gold, some copper, some iron, 1 iron. Clusters to crop sticks to villagers, probably the easiest route now. Yes. In terms of getting iron, I guess you meant that. Probably yes. Just gonna require a lot more grind. I should never think it's something out of the ordinary because the game is called the Garden of Grind. This is exactly what I was getting for entering this run. Duh. I'm just gonna open these things without even looking at them. This stone. Do I need those things? Might need them. Okay, so today my stream was going to be about figuring out where to go next and doing some mundane things, which I did. I found some more gold coins at least, a few more stacks of them. Pretty good. And then then I had a bunch of good talks with good people. And they told me a lot of things I need to know. Some things I didn't need to know. And probably going to continue doing all this next time. I mean, patch trading and some other things. Maybe next time. 1 coin per trade. So I have about... I think I have about... close to 1,000 trades I can do. Even if that's really good. Out of those 1,000 trades, you can only get like 30 iron. That might be true as well, so it's not really good. 30 iron's fine, but it's not a good quantity. And I need a special patch, the one that's what do they call this patch? Like not a miner patch, but forger, I think they call him. This one sells you clusters. Yeah, sure it does. Did you know that the T button, when pressed in the inventory, not only shows you on an item, not only shows you the chest in which the same type of item is stored, it also redirects your vision toward that chest. I never knew that. Like, I knew that you could find an item easily by pressing T and it's gonna highlight the chest in which there are more items that you press T on. But I did not know that it specifically turned your sight onto this chest upon closing the... Well, I mean, upon pressing that T button. Wow, so many new things today. Well, it's like I went to study somewhere and came back. So, guys, thanks everybody for watching. Today wasn't a really long stream because, well, work and stuff tomorrow. So, hopefully I'll be able to stream some more tomorrow. Maybe something around the same time, maybe. And, well, tomorrow we'll figure out some patch trading situation. And specifically what Dan told me, or maybe it wasn't Dan, I think it was Dan, that told me very kindly that you can lock a patch from despawning by clogging his inventory. And I got a zombie villager to spawn. Do I just go and throw a splash potion of weakness on this guy with a golden apple just to finish this game? Because apparently I have it laying around and it might actually be of some use to me. Because I know if I might not get this villager once I'm back tomorrow or wherever I continue to stream. Maybe I should try to wait for 5 minutes and see what it's gonna bring me. What do I do? Nah, man. I think it's let's leave it for the other day if it stays here. If it's not, it's fine. Because it's not going to be a merchant villager anyway. So okay. See you next time, guys, with all the things that I've said. We're gonna try that next time. And again, thank you all for watching, and maybe guys, wait, maybe I'll try to raid you somewhere else. How do I do it? Because I remember that I said I was gonna raid people because one guy raided me, Axie his name was, and he raided 20 people to me, and I was extremely grateful because probably most of you know me by that little raid now, and I want to do the same thing, but I don't have as many as 20 viewers, so I don't know if that's really the case. If you can really raid, like, it's gonna be a hobo raid because you don't have anything. I mean, I don't have any viewers at all. I mean, you guys are very valuable, but you're not numerous. So how do I go about raiding somebody? Hobo raid is one. Okay, yeah, and Precarious, is there like a... What if I raid somebody and they go like bitch, why'd you do it? Can that be possible, or is it always universally accepted that you get raided by somebody? Can somebody react like, yeah, okay, and I wish I could find a button to do it. How the hell do I raid somebody? Yeah, I know it, but no, I think it's pretty impressive when there's some influx of new viewers, or not new, that come to your stream. Like, for example, you stream on 20 people and now it's 26 all of a sudden, and you're like, wow, this is beyond my statistics, what the hell? It's because somebody rated me, and you feel like this warmth in your heart that somebody looked out for you or something. I think it's great. Well, with all this greatness being said, how the hell do I... Where's the button? Community. No. Where do I go? Okay. How to rate on Twitch. And also, I also must know my own I also know my own viewers, whether they want to be rated onto a different streamer, or what if they want to watch me, and I'm like, goodbye guys, watch this guy. Actually, he sucks, right, or something. Because I don't want to say that anyone sucks, but for example, when Axie rated me with 20 people, Axie did not know that I'm a good streamer, so he might as well send you all to a to an infernal journey of something, of some kind, where I would be like nowhere close to his level of quality or something, or experience in GTNH, so to speak. So you never know who you rate your people to. That might as well be... Is this my problem, or is this you problem? To raid on Twitch, type raid and channel name in your own chat while you're live, or use the raid channel quick action in your creator dashboard to select a channel from a list. I don't have a list. Wow, what do I do? No lists in my browser history. Shame growing. Why would it be growing? Creator dashboard, raid channel. There's so many buttons everywhere. Yeah, I see it. Okay, what channels do I raid? I need to pick the GTNH, of course, if there's one. Is there? That's the problem. I don't want to send you into a random Minecraft stream. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be stupid as hell. Like, guys, get the hell away from me, yeah? I'm just gonna send you out on some... There's like 203 viewers, just a regular Minecraft. These people aren't gonna know I rated them. Even if I did, they're not gonna notice. Not that I want it. I don't need no attention from those that don't play GTNH. So, how do I sort by Minecraft? Tag GTNH. Do we have some here? No results found. Some kind of Bed Wars. No. Guys, I guess it would be better to just leave you alone instead of raiding you to some guy that's not even streaming GTNH. So, no hard feelings. Because the streamers that I watched, I would call them my friends, or not even friends, just the viewers. Sometimes they stream, and sometimes I hop on their streams and say hi. And today, apparently, none of them are streaming at the moment. They're all offline. Larvae is offline. Solarius is offline. Axie is offline. MS Stream, which I also sometimes watch, is also offline. So, guys, thank you all for watching anyway. No raids today. I guess I'll see you next time, as I've already told you. And, well, without further ado, I'm gonna say goodbye and wave at you later. Yeah, bye, Precarious.